YouTube, what's going on? LeBron James say, keep my son name out your effing mouth, Stephen A. Smith. And he charged him up at the game last night. He said, keep my son name out your mouth. And he should have did like Will Smith and slapped him. Blah. It's only so long you can keep talking about this guy and his child. Like, you can talk about this guy all the time. And I don't know if everybody think LeBron being a little sensitive, but as a parent, and I know when you're a celebrity, I mean, you put yourself out there to be criticized. You know, I'm not saying anything about that. But how Stephen A. Smith been talking about Bronny lately, it don't even make no sense, because he been really just getting at Bronny real hard. And Bronny been balling. He ain't in the NBA doing it, but he in the G League, and he can work his way up. But not to give this dude no praise or anything, but I don't think LeBron getting at him about the praise. I think LeBron getting at him about the smoke. How he keep putting that dude's son name in his mouth, making topics about him. You know, he's steady talking about him. And you know, LeBron, I don't think this is just like a recent thing, because ever since Luka got to LA, it ain't been too much going on about Bronny. I know Gil's Arena talk about Bronny a lot. And I know at one time, I think Gil was training Bronny at one time early on in his high school, you know, kind of career. I think Gil was working with him, you know, so trying to make him a better player. But it kind of died down. But LeBron being a father, whatever he had on his chest, he had on his chest. You're not going to keep letting the guy get at your child. All these people getting at your child. Regardless if you're a grown man or not, this is this man's child. And everybody not going to be cool with that, to let somebody get at their child. Especially after Bronny went through what Bronny went through. Just imagine your child. And we don't look at it a certain way, because we look at LeBron as a celebrity. We look at Bronny as a privileged kid that got to the NBA because of his father. So what? So be it. If that's what happened, that's what happened. But we don't look at Bronny Vorich. Like, he was a good high school player. He ended up having cardiac arrest, you know what I'm saying? He fell out in the court, you know what I'm saying? Heart stopped. The staff at USC, you know, saved his life, brought him back. For him to get back to college just to play basketball, something he loved doing, he can sit on his dad's money. You know, he ain't got to do this. He ain't got to do nothing. But willing to go down to the G League and put in the work, you know what I'm saying? You have to applaud that, you know what I'm saying, his work ethic. He could have just said, hey, man, he fell out in the court. I'm so scared for you to even go play basketball again. But them kids going through the grind. You can't be mad at a player or a kid for, you know what I'm saying, for being privileged. But he's putting in the work. You know, he down here at the G League, and he's really doing his thing. He really showing everybody he can play basketball. You know, what he's averaging and how he hooping. And he got his daddy explosive jumping ability. You can see that naturally. I still think Bryce is going to be a better basketball player. He's a better shooter. But LeBron confronted Stephen A. It looked like it was at what, at a break at the Knicks game. And that boy got at Stephen A. throat. And Stephen A. looked real respectful. What was all that? All that yelling and that hyperness he does at the game. And I know he was gonna get on his show the next day and talk about it. And how he talked about it and how he replied to what LeBron did. Stephen A. didn't even act like he had a problem with it. It's like he understood where he was coming from. Like, you talking about this man's child. You know what I'm saying? So anybody, any parent, any father, I don't care if you LeBron James, you anybody, you know what I'm saying? You're going to feel a certain way about a guy's steady bashing your son, you know what I'm saying? And he just out here trying to play the game. And Stephen A. say he always want that smoke. He always want that smoke. Hey, y'all know where I'm at, man. I'm over here. And when LeBron approached him, he act real obedient. And then LeBron, I don't know what LeBron said. Like, I put the video at the front of my video, but I can't really read his lips of what he was saying. But he looked like he was all about business. And he was checking him like, hey, man, watch out what you say, man. Like, keep my name son out your mouth, you know what I'm saying? And Stephen A. look, he just looked like a little kid right here staring up at him, and then LeBron walked off. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he about business, and Stephen A. see that LeBron, he wasn't playing. And as a parent, I don't know how I approach a person. When I finally see a person who been talking down on my child, I don't care if you're a man or not. Like, your child gonna always be your child. It don't matter how old they get. You're gonna feel a certain way. Like, I always see how people be getting on John Morant dad for acting, how he act at his game sometimes. And dog, you don't realize, man, once you're a parent, you're always a parent. It don't matter how old your child is, you're gonna get in there and defend them. And when somebody seems like they're going overboard on the criticism of where he was drafted at, like, but y'all expectation is so high. He's playing for the Lakers right now because of LeBron James. But when the draft was happening, they said there was other teams that was looking into Bronny, like the Golden State Warriors. It was a few teams, Phoenix, it was a few teams that, you know what I'm saying, probably would have had probably would have went after Bronny if the Lakers, if LeBron agent said Bronny wasn't going nowhere but to the Lakers. And I understand about your child being privileged, and when he goes down to this man, he go to another team, all that rookie hazing they be having to do and all that. I don't want my child going through all that, especially if I can get in there and prevent it, or I can put a stop to it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be willing to do that. I think every parent father that's in LeBron James' spot would do the same thing. But man, you gotta watch how you talk about people's child, because you know what I'm saying. You might see them in the physical form. What they say, two trees will never meet, but two men will. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You want to talk how you want to talk. You will meet up with the man. You could be talking about it. You could be mentioning, and at this, he's talking about his child. You know what I'm saying? He mentioning his child. So LeBron feeling how he feel. I can't tell that guy how not to feel, but he feels how he feel. And Stephen A. Smith got a whiff of it. I guess he was just letting him know, hey man, watch your mouth, man. Watch your mouth if I jack you up, man. Your edge up already back here, man. I'm gonna slap the rest of that toupee off your head. Watch out how you mentioning my son, man. So I'm talking about my son, man. He's playing, he's working his way up. Luka went to LA. Not really talking about Bronny right now. That's probably a good thing for him. Now he can go under the radar and really just learn the game a little bit more and be a better player. Man, but tell me, what would be your reaction? Somebody talking about your child, you got a opportunity to confront them at the game. I know Stephen A. do all that brass talking, so this up. See in your face, he gets real friendly. So I think when LeBron walked up on him, he said, keep that same energy, homeboy, and keep my son name out your mouth. But tell me how y'all feel about it. Do you think LeBron James should have just left it alone? Do you feel like LeBron James went overboard, you know what I'm saying, approaching him about his son, since Bronny is a grown man, he playing in the NBA, even though he's earning his keep, you know what I'm saying? But how do you feel about it? Do you think LeBron was sensitive? I know a lot of y'all gonna say, oh man, he's being sensitive, man, such and such. But I don't know, man. It's y'all opinion. This is my opinion. Like, comment, subscribe on my video, man. Hey, thumbs up, man. Like my video. It puts it in the algorithm. The view is good, but I need the like too. And if you can comment, I sure will appreciate it, man. And y'all have a wonderful day. I'm out.